Cryptogaming Ignited, elevating the gaming experience.
So let me welcome to stage. Well, we already have Harry Ye joining us on stage. He is the managing partner and founder of Quantum Fintech Group. But let me invite to stage our moderator today, Ryan Wilson, the CTO of 1GCX. Yes, I love this energy in here. Everyone, please take your seats. Come join us for this amazing panel. We have Vid, who is the head of account management at GameArt. And we also have Vlad, who is the founder and CEO of Cryptorsy.io. So everyone, take your seats. We are ready for this amazing panel. Ryan, take it away.
Hey guys, great to see you here today. We're talking about Cryptogaming Ignited and the future of crypto gaming. So let's start out with Harry. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, my name is Harry Ye, managing partner of Quantum Fintech Group. We're a Cayman-based hedge fund, and I've invested in some DeFi protocols, Life, Tomb, Phantom. Currently living here in Abu Dhabi in the UAE. I got into Bitcoin 2013 when it was $60.
Vlad?
Oh, checking it out. Yeah, my name is Vlad. Pleasure to be here. I'm a founder and the CEO at Cryptorsy.io. It's a venture Web3 marketing studio where we invest, build, and empower the next big tech companies of tomorrow.
Vid?
Hi, my name is Vid. I work at GameArt, where with NiceHash we are trying to bridge crypto and iGaming, and I'm also heavily involved with Toka City, which is another gaming and iGaming project.
Very good. And I'm your moderator today, Ryan Wilson. I am CTO of 1GCX, Cryptocurrency and Commodities Exchange. So let's get right into it. How do you guys see crypto and NFTs changing the landscape of gaming? Would you like to start, Vlad?
I can pick it up. In terms of how it's changing, when we take a look at the, let's say, obsolete perspective that UX in the crypto is bad, you guys are not delivering the fun for the gamers because the gamers are playing the game because of fun, not just the monetary incentives. It's too obsolete in terms of perspective, but now what we have in the Web3 and the NFTs and this permissionless economy that pretty much empowers the gaming, their experience, it's cool because they can not just, grind in a lot of energy, time, attention to the games, they can make something out of it. And I love the idea when we have the permissionless economy built on the top of those games because the underlying tech is actually gives a lot of value for the gamers, and they're full of pleasure just to play the game, just to shorten some time and gain some monetary value out of this without sucking their experience.
All right, so we see a better user experience from the user interfaces. Do you think that there's more value coming from these crypto tokens and NFTs coming into gaming? Harry?
Yeah, so I think we entered the iGaming space, providing technology and platform since June of last year when we were at IGB. And what actually blows my mind is everybody here is using crypto for payments, more than banks. So I think the innovation that you're going to start seeing is a lot more of the rewards. Casinos are going to be able to start rewarding people with tokens to incentivize gamers and everybody to come back. But just seeing the technology and blockchain being used, I think blockchain casinos, that's going to be like the next wave where you have transparency of kind of how the game is actually played. So there's just a ton of innovation going on in this space. So just really, really happy to be a part of it and to be here.
Very nice. So we definitely do see crypto and traditional gambling coming together in a way that we haven't seen before. But do you see anything more native to crypto that maybe isn't merging the two industries directly, but does relate them together?
Well, us being a game studio, our industry was always looking at crypto just as a payment option. But what we are trying to do now is use crypto technology to actually create another utility for the player. So basically, we are using crypto mining as a game engine instead of a RNG engine. So basically, we are creating a completely new, fully transparent way for people to play their favorite slot or any type of game. But the money that is being made is actually new money because it's being mined. So there is no exposure for the casino as well. So what we are trying to do is to create something that is of value for the player, not just as another payment option. And as for the NFTs, I think this is the future. We just had to like pivot from the word NFT because I think the damage was like pretty bad in short term. So right now we prefer to use the word digital assets. But I think the future of this is and will be when there won't be a word where you can use this digital asset only there, and then when you go to the next one, you have to completely change your inventory. So what we are trying to do is to create something that can be used on multiple platforms.
Very nice. So definitely interoperability of these crypto assets, gaming assets, and digital assets when it comes to gaming. Vlad, you were talking about changing to a better UI. Essentially, we're looking at adoption here, and a lot of people initially adopted crypto games because they could make money, play to earn, things like that. But how do we move towards a more organic growth and a more interesting gameplay so that we're not just heavily focused on the economies, but the games are actually fun?
It's a good question, and I guess we can boil it down to the essentials by underlying the key essential. We need to move towards authenticity, which actually provides the people with the good, like you said, UI and the user experience that can help them actually, just play the game, have the fun there without just, being absolutely driven by the monetary incentives, because players, it's the biggest economy so far. It's bigger than sport, bigger than anything else. And what's important here to understand is that there are a bunch of different games, right? And in those games, there are, kind of different scenarios that's been plotted out. And when you think about the game as an essential, first of all, it's been created, like I said previously, for the fun, to make the people just play in the game, engage with the characters, just develop the character inside the games. And I guess to build toward the authenticity is actually going to be the cornerstone of a couple of the next years when you build upon the community, firm community that has specific interest, that has a specific, let's say, privileges and all this type of things, and that will eventually help to pave the way for the gamers to, just enjoy the game, to enjoy the experience, to spread the word about the experience, because it's super important and crucial. When you see right now the advertising, it's pretty noisy, it's super sort of tricky right now, and when we are moving toward the community-centric era where the players and the different sort of consumers of the Web3 and the crypto products, they are evangelizing that because they are not just the consumers right now, they are the stakeholders, they are part of the business, they are part of the game. And that's why I think the community-centric approach and also shifting towards authenticity can make it better.
Absolutely. So Harry, what kind of exciting things do you see coming in the crypto gaming industry, and what are you really wanting to see in the next 3 to 5 years?
Sure. So I think probably and this is just to add to Vlad's point on like user experience. Right now, the user experience for crypto specifically, I'm going to talk about DeFi versus centralized because like the area we really focus is on DeFi. So for us, the consumer experience for DeFi is still very difficult with the self-custody and whatnot. So one of the projects I've invested in called Life, our goal is really to bring consumer adoption to DeFi, and we believe iGaming is going to be the engine that really helps, bring DeFi kind of to the masses as well. I mean, DeFi is still, the funny thing is the iGaming industry has adopted a lot of the technology such as Tron and USDT for payments. Everything's still kind of more centralized. What's more exciting is in the next 3 to 4 years ahead is to see how DeFi will really affect this space. And that's really the exciting part because DeFi is designed to not be able to be shut down. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I definitely see DeFi being integrated, but like you said, DeFi has a bit of friction when it comes down to it. Gaming has a bit of friction when it comes to dealing with some of these crypto tokens. How do we get rid of that friction in both of those?
So one of our solutions is, definitely the mobile app experience. If you look at projects like Stake does an amazing job because the app is native. So what we've done with Life is we've created a very easy to use DeFi wallet with a great experience, and then inside the browser, we're working with iGaming partners to play the games inside the actual browser, connect Web3, and this is actually live already There's a working prototype, with one of our partners called Island White Label. So I think you're just going to start. The most important thing is easy on-ramp, off-ramp, easy to play. So those are really the areas that we're really focused on right now, is the user experience for end consumer.
I really like this integrated DeFi directly into the browser, into the game that you're playing. It is really going to reduce the friction.
Let me go inside on a second. And actually, I love the point that my fellow panelists made, because gaming can be actually the starting point for the people to get them onboarded easily to the new technologies we have in the Web3 here. Because DeFi is too hard. We need the things that can be absolutely abstracted away, and the gaming is actually a good point to start.
Precisely. It gets them excited. They already have the incentive of being on there.
Correct,
and they really
sir.
want to
I can show you guys later. I have a crash game that actually works inside the mobile app.
You're going to be seeing a whole lot of Harry. He's got a big announcement coming up. So keep an eye out for him and just follow him around until he says what he wants to say. Vid, you're looking into not necessarily integrating wallets, but you're integrating the minting and mining of tokens directly into the game. Is that with new DeFi tokens, or is that with Bitcoin? What are you looking into?
Like 99% is Bitcoin. There is 8 other tokens that we use for the faster hit rate, because Bitcoin is being mined too slow for a player to be active all the time. So we give them the option to use the Raven and other coins to be mined faster, so they can shift from something that gives them a higher rate to something that gives them a much bigger reward, possibly. So we used both, but Bitcoin, it's the majority of it.
Very nice. So we see a lot of trends where in DeFi and crypto, we're having, like you said, authentic games, Vlad, being built, but now we're kind of merging with traditional gaming, online gambling, things like that. How do you see the merging of those two and essentially using actual gameplay instead of these traditional games, slots, poker, things like that, merging together so that there's a bit of gambling, a bit of DeFi, a bit of crypto?
Essentially, what Vlad said before is it's the most important thing is that people should have fun. What we think is one of the most important things that will happen in the iGaming in the future is that we are getting back to the social element. Because online casinos, as they are right now, they're super individual. So you can play for 5 to 7 minutes, but it's just you. So we want to bring back the Vegas effect, where it's not just playing on the slot for 5 minutes, but you're sitting behind a blackjack table and you're having fun with other friends, or you're meeting new people. So this is something that we are working on, and I think we are really close for launching as well.
Very nice. So a bit more social aspect to it. Vlad, what kind of themes are you looking into for an exciting future in crypto gaming?
Okay, first of all, I think that we need to rename a little bit the topic of the panel discussion to move it towards the Web3 igniting games, because the crypto is like kind of just we are giving away the payments for the gamers. You can have pretty much easy economy remitments, all this type of things. But the Web3, when it's come into play, and you think about the metaverse, like you just give an example, we'd give a perfect example where you play the blackjack, right? And you can go inside the metaverse and feel this experience, especially AR, VR, with all this immersiveness that's come into play, empowers the gamers significantly to feel something different than just, just this Web2 experience, I would say. And then also we have social-fi element, which is huge, because when you are surrounded by the people who have the same interest like you have, you guys unified by the one idea, you become the one undeniable force that is driving the future. And what I'm passionate about, if we talk in the terms about the future, all this type of things, is that authenticity and the community-centric era right now that is built on the top of the permissionless technology that helps to move the value across the whole economy pretty easily. It can build the huge hubs, huge values, huge products. And if we can think about the Web3 as a whole, right, it's a decentralized technology which actually says no one of us as trustworthy as each of us. The second part of that is the immersiveness, AR, VR sort of things. This is a trend, this is the meta, okay, have nothing against that, that's cool. The third part of this is the AI, because AI also comes into play when I talk about the gaming sector, right? It's about personalization, it's about mass creation of content, stuff to be uploaded inside the games and make it sort of more unique and authentic once again. So Web3 Gaming United, that's my fair suggestion.
Absolutely. Harry, he mentioned AR and VR quite a few times when it comes to the immersive aspect. We do already see a more immersive gateway coming onto these gaming platforms. Where do you see AR and VR taking Web3 gaming?
Thank you so much, sir.
I have to tell you, it's probably the most exciting time, one of the most exciting times to kind of be alive, to be alive right now. And it's funny because we build everything kind of in our own image. So if you look at even the metaverse, augmented reality, we're literally recreating the entire world as we are here. And actually, I recommend, I don't know if you guys been over to the FastX booth, but the FastX verse is really, really cool, where you're starting to see gaming companies build this experience, and seeing that come from this segment of the industry, well, I was actually really, really blown away, because everybody else is trying to do it from the outside. Meta's trying to do it, but I think the success of AR and VR is really, really going to come from the iGaming space. Just like crypto adoption, AR and VR experience, I think is going to take off in iGaming more than everywhere else, because people, they can't go to like Vegas. They recreate Vegas in a casino. It feels like you're actually gambling, like actually gaming there. So I definitely think this industry is going to really, really help propel like AR and VR. I'm actually excited to see how the Apple Vision or the Vision Pro would actually work here if anybody has a demo.
The most exciting timing we can ever think about of living in. This is time of now. Absolutely
right now.
agreed.
Yeah. It really is one of the most exciting times. It feels, the technology is so exponential that it's almost like living in the 90s. We're almost done on time here, but Vlad, when you're looking at the immersive experience, we're looking at gateways. How do you see the exponential aspect of the games within one platform? Do you see the platform being kind of a hub, like walking into a mall, you're at the beginning of it and you think, what stores do I want to go to? And you can launch anywhere from there. Do you see a lot of interoperability between games that maybe weren't from one provider, but you can get to their portals through that hub? What do you see?
So far as we run out of time, I will be as short as possible and precise. So I guess the future stands behind the omnichannelity, and you have to be like, chain agnostic, like omni-chain sort of the platform that is not just tying the people and the gamers to these specific platforms. No, it creates a socialify experience, like we told with the panelist here. And I guess that my favorable bets on the next cycle, this 24 months, you don't want to miss it out, guys, because this is going to be absolutely groundbreaking and mind-blowing. So I guess immersiveness, gaming, and all this stuff that we just discussed come into play in the one cool umbrella of the Web3, where we can be omni-chain, chain agnostic, and sort of, just open a little bit wider than just being focused at the one specific home of something. Like we have IMX. It's a good layer 2 for the gaming, right, in crypto. But it gives you interoperability and omnichannelity to sort of ground the technology further going.
Very nice. Vid, would you like to add anything on the expansiveness?
Yeah, I think if we want this to succeed, it needs to be accessible, and the only way is through the medium that we have it right now. Because VR and AR, it's super cool, I love it, but it's still too inaccessible for the masses. So I think the next big thing that will happen in both industries is pixel streaming, because with this you will enable all the masses, regardless of what kind of device they have, to get access to, let's say, Unreal. Okay? And from here on, then we will start working on more on the VR sets, because if something we want in the casino industry, but the same goes for the gaming, is that we have the possibility to attract as many customers as possible. We don't want to lose anyone in the process, And VR right now, it's still a problem. While everyone is having a mobile phone, so we need to exploit this technology to the maximum and enable them to enjoy this experience through pixel streaming.
I like that perspective where AR and VR definitely is the future, but let's exploit mobile gaming first because that's where the customers can get into it. Well, thank you, Vid, Vlad, Harry. Everybody, make sure to meet up with these guys if you see them around the conference. They're all working on extremely cool stuff. Again, Harry has a big announcement coming up, so keep an eye out for that. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you to our incredible panelists.